I have some experience as chairs for conference as a TPC, Technical Program Committee Chair, and also publications. Okay, but a disclaimer, this is totally based on my experience, as I personally, I haven't go through any formal training, but I guess everybody's like that. I mean, we explore the platform and then we gain some experience. So here I am sharing my experience using EDAS to manage a conference. Okay, I will share my slides.
Oh, we cannot see the slide yet. Okay. Now we can see.
Sure. Okay. So I just put it on the PowerPoint mode.
Okay. Good. Continue, Dr. Idora.
Yeah, it's quite slow. Okay, so you can see my screen now.
Yes.
Okay.
Clearly.
All right. So the workshop today is on EDAS, a beginner's guide to conference and journal management. So basically, I will just focus on conference because my experience in using EDAS for IEEE conference. Okay. So the agenda for today. So a little bit introduction to EDAS. I guess everybody have heard what is EDAS, or maybe some of you have work with EDAS, okay? And or maybe at least you have submitted some papers to conference through EDAS, okay? So I guess everybody's know about EDAS. And then we will look at how to set up a conference in EDAS. So as a committee of a conference, you will need to set up a conference in the EDAS. Okay, so the role is different. Before, maybe you just submit the papers. Now, as a committee of a conference, okay, you need to setting the conference in EDAS. Okay, and then we will go to the role-specific training. So since EDAS, we have a lot of features, but I only focus on two roles, the TPC, the Technical Program Committee Chair, and also the Publication Chair. Okay, and then and then we can do some hands-on and the Q&A. Okay. All right, so next. What is EDAS? EDAS stands for Editorial Assistance Systems, which is a tool for managing conferences and journals. Okay, and we can do paper submissions and tracking. Okay, as the author, we submit papers. Okay, and then we can do the tracking, and also as a conference committee. Okay, we can receive papers and then do the review, okay, peer review coordinations. And then finally, we towards the conference day, okay, we do the conference scheduling and also finally publishing all the papers of the conference. Okay. So for the basic conference workflow in EDAS, okay, the first thing is this is the main operations. Okay, first the author register the paper. Okay, author submit the paper title and the abstracts. Okay, and then the author upload the manuscript. Okay, next, and the committee, the TPC chair will assign reviews. Okay, the chairs and the technical program committee will assign the papers to the reviewers. Okay, and then the reviewers will do the review. Okay, submit the reviews online. Okay, so I guess everybody have experience as well, being a reviewer. And then the TPC chairs, okay, or the TPC members will make decisions on the paper acceptance based on the review. Okay, and then next, the authors are notified of the acceptance or the rejections. Okay, and then finally, the authors will upload the final manuscripts. Okay, so behind this process, of course, there's a committee or the chairs working on, the pre-conference and the post-conference. Okay, and during this process, there's a lot of things going on actually. Okay. So next, we will go to the role-specific training. Okay, so as I mentioned, I will focus on the TPC chair and the publication chair roles. Okay, as these two chairs use EDAS extensively. Okay, so basically, especially the TPC chairs, the TPC chairs handles all the EDAS, okay, from the start until the end. Okay. Okay, the TPC chair responsibilities, of course, this list is not exhaustive, okay. There's a lot of TPC chairs responsibilities, but this is the, I could say that this is the main responsibilities in EDAS, okay. So in EDAS, the TPC chairs will set up the conference, will invite the TPC members, okay, managing the review process, and then paper acceptance, and finally set up the technical sessions. Okay, so this is only the important points. Okay. Okay, first let's see how to set up a conference in EDAS. Okay, so maybe I need to show the EDAS screen. Okay, so if we go to EDAS and log in, okay, so you can see my EDAS homepage. Okay, so to set up a conference, what you need to do is actually, okay, so this is the front page. When you log in, you will see the chairing, so which conference you are the chairs, okay? And then you can also see the recent email messages, okay, your profiles and so on. Okay. So we have submit paper, travel grant, register. Okay. So as a committee, we will need to have a chair access. Okay. So we go to chairing. Okay. So here, to create a new conference, okay, to set up a new conference in EDAS, you can click on this link, new conference or journal in EDAS. Okay. So here are the list of conference that currently I'm chairing. Okay. So to set a new conference. Okay, you can stop me if I go too quick or if you have any questions. Okay.
Yeah, audience can stop or you can turn on your voice mic and then you can ask question.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I mean, if you want to do together, also can. Okay, you can open your EDAS and then we can do together. Right. So to create a new conference, basically we have two options. Okay. whether we can inherit a conference setting from the previous conference, or we can create it from scratch. Okay, so of course from scratch, it will be a lot of works because there's a lot of settings that we need to do. Okay, unless we really need to do from scratch, like it's a new conference and you have some settings that is unique. Okay, you can do from scratch. Okay, but if you have a previous conference, like for example, MICC 2025. So before we have MICC 2023, so we can just inherit the settings from MICC, from the previous conference. Okay, but to inherit, you will need a key. Okay, like a password. Okay, you need a key from the previous chair. So if you know who is the chairs, or if you were the chair, one of the chair from the previous conference, you can get the key, and then you can copy the settings from the previous conference. Okay, like for example, I want to copy MICC 2023. So I just search MICC. Okay, so this is the list of MICC. Okay, we can see here we already have MICC 2025. Okay, then we can inherit from the previous one. Okay, so for example, we take MICC 2023. Okay, like you can play around, you can click this test as a sandbox. Okay, so you will not be charged lah. Okay, of course, when you create the conference, you will be charged. Okay, you need to provide the bank account and so on. Okay, but for testing, you can click this test or sandbox conference. Okay, no charge. Okay, so key for inherit. Okay, so I was a chair in MICC 2023, and I got the key. Okay, so the key is to C53. Okay, so you can put in the key, and then you can put the names. Okay, the conference name, the new conference name. Okay, for example, 2025. Okay, and then the short names. Okay, so you can fill all the details about the conference, the society sponsor, for example, IEEE or any other societies. Okay, and then conference ID, like IEEE conferences, you will have a conference record number, okay, from the IEEE LOA, letter of acquisitions. Okay, so you can put in your the conference ID. Okay, and then the locations of the conference, okay, and the country, the web page, the contact information, okay, and then the informations on the dates and deadlines. When is the paper deadlines, okay, and the conference date, the start dates and the end dates, okay, a conference chair email address. Okay, and then the invoice, if you plan to use EDAS to collect registration fees. Oh, sorry, this is EDAS invoice. So EDAS will send you invoice for the service, okay, after the conference. Okay, so you want it in US dollar or in euros, okay? So these are the only options available. Okay, and then the email address, who will receive the invoice. Okay, usually this is the treasurer or the finance chair. If you have any special instructions, okay. And then what information you want to copy from MICC, whether you want to copy the TPC members, the chairs, page header, travel grants, okay. Of course, you can set this up later as well. And then click the agree. I agree with the TNC, and then request setup. Okay, so after you click this button, okay, the conference page will be set up for you. Okay.
Dr. Idora, sorry
Yes.
to interrupt.
It's okay.
Pei Ling here. I would like to know if, let's say, this conference I created as a test, right? Later on, is it possible to convert it to be a real one? Means I tested, then I put in all the details already. Later on, maybe I wanted to use all this setup for a real one. So is it convertible?
I haven't tried
Okay.
that. So maybe I'm not sure. Maybe after you test and then they inherit. I don't think so. You can
Okay. So
inherit for
means
this.
for the real one, we have to create it again, lah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Hello, doctor. Sorry, interrupt you.
Okay.
I'm Dr. Mas from UiTM. So regarding the society sponsor.
Yeah.
Okay. So the sponsor is we are trying to get the sponsor from the selected society. They is give the some financial to run the conference or how?
No, this is the TCS, the technical sponsorship. Meaning which society like MICC, IEEE conference. So IEEE is the sponsor.
Oh, okay, understand. So
Not the
some,
financial sponsor. Yeah.
Oh, there is some cooperation or co-organizer, for example. Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you.
It's okay. All right. So that is how we create new conference. Okay. And all right. I have my slides, but it's hard to go back to slides and EDAS. So I will stick to EDAS, but then I will share with you my slides after this, or I can share my slides through WhatsApp.
Okay. Dr. Idora, I think you can also share the full screen, meaning that you share the whole screen, so you can
okay.
rather than you share on the specific Windows lah.
Windows. Okay, let me do that. Okay, so you can see my slides and EDAS here.
Now you can maneuver between those two lah.
All right, okay. All right, so there's two options. Okay, create from scratch or inherit from previous. Okay, so I showed you how to create from previous, but if you want to create from scratch, of course, you just follow the steps. Okay. Next, after we create a conference, okay, we need to, of course, conference will have tracks, okay, or at least we need one track, okay. If you don't have multiple tracks, okay, it will automatically create one track for your conference, okay. So next is define submission tracks and deadlines, okay. So the menu is conference track, okay. So I go back to my chairing. So now you are the chair. Okay, so you create a new conference, automatically you become the chair of the conference. Okay, for example, this one. Okay, this is the testing conference that I did. Okay, so select the conference. Okay. Okay, and then the menu is conference track. Okay, sharing. Okay, when you go to the conference page, okay, there you have a lot more menus here. Okay, papers, people, TPC, reviews, conference, sessions, okay, registered travels, you already have before. Okay, the new menus you have here, papers, people, TPC, reviews, conference sessions. Okay, all this. So most of the most used menu is the conference configure. Okay, this is in configuring your conference. Okay, so you go to conference and then tracks. Okay, to set up the tracks. Okay, so since I inherit from the previous MICC conference, okay, these are the tracks that we have from the previous conference. Okay, of course, we can add or we can delete the tracks. Okay, so you can add more tracks. Okay, or you can inherit. Yeah, so this one is inherit from MICC 23. Okay, so this is all the available tracks. Okay. So for the tracks, okay, if you get this blue, the link, okay, you can try click, okay, and see what they have inside. Okay, so basically you can edit the paper file type. Okay. So this is the final manuscripts. What is the instructions? Okay. So where is it viewable? So for the final manuscript, it can be viewed by the authors, by the chairs. Okay. The TPCs and so on. And then you can set the who can view the paper. Okay, whether to include it in the proceedings. Okay, and then to set the deadline. When is the deadline for this final paper? Okay, the status. So the final manuscript must be accepted. Okay, and also published. Okay, and then you can change the parameters. Okay, so if we go back to tracks. Okay. Okay, so there is a register paper, final manuscript, presentation, submit, review manuscript by. Okay, so basically we can have we can set for each track, okay, the type of papers. Okay, and also we have another menu down here. So whether you want to set it here, okay, this link here, or you can set it by clicking these tabs for each tracks. Okay, so each track will have these tabs. Okay, you can change the settings here. Okay, so the track, if you want to add descriptions, you can just click these pencils. Okay, and then you can add the descriptions. Okay, or you want to change the name of the track, so you can do it here. Okay. Okay, and then the track contains full paper. So you see there is a link here. So you can also click here and see what's inside. Okay, type of the paper. So you can change whether this is a poster, a full paper, or just an abstract. Okay. Right, and then authors cannot pay additional final manuscripts. Okay, and then you can click here and check if there is any other options to use. Okay, like here in this track, okay, we don't charge the additional pages. Okay, if you want to charge additional pages, so you can configure it here. Okay, like for example, for one extra page, how much? Okay, 2 extra page. Okay, so you can set the payment here. Okay, and this is applies to which type of paper? Okay, usually for the final manuscripts. Okay. Also, when you do the settings, okay, you can also copy the setting to all tracks in the conference. So you don't need to do for each of the tracks. Okay. Okay, registration code is not required. Okay, if you want to change to required, so you can change it here. Okay, the copyright information is collected by IEEE copyright website. Okay, so this is how copyright is collected. Okay, later I will show you about the copyright. Okay, and this is a paper review. So okay, so when a paper is created, the status is active. Okay, there is several status of the papers like active, review papers, okay, final manuscript, accepted or rejected, withdraw, okay, and so on. Okay, so papers can be registered anytime after. Okay, so you can set the date, okay, when you can start receiving paper registrations. Okay, whether there is a fees to register paper or not, or whether the submission require password or not. Okay. And then the paper element, okay, you can set the paper element here. Okay, so you can edit whenever you see the pencils, okay, you can edit the parameters. Okay. All right, so next, back to tracks. Okay, there's a lot of settings, so that's why if you do from scratch, it's very hard because you might miss some parameters. Okay, it's easy if you can inherit from some previous conference, okay, that has the same model as your conference. Okay, and then similarity checking, how you can set the parameters for similarity. Okay, so you want to check the similarity on the review manuscript or the final. Okay. And then if you, after you do this, you can copy to all to all tracks or
Memanglah. Aisyah dicoba.
Okay. Then that is on the similarity. And then the review manuscripts, okay, you can change the deadlines. Okay. So you can read the like here, manuscript can be uploaded after reviews have been assigned. Okay, or if you don't want this to be enabled, then you can change it here. Okay. If you want to set the format, okay, only file format PDF, Words, OpenOffice are allowed. Okay, or if you only want to set it to PDF only, you can change it here. Okay, like PDF only, so you can tick or untick. And then on this is the review manuscript. Okay, the margins, you can set the margin as well. Okay, maybe your publisher have some specific requirement of the paper margin. You can set the paper margin here. Okay. And then the final manuscript, that is the review manuscript, and this is the final manuscript. Okay, so the final manuscript is the manuscript that the authors resubmit after the review. Okay, so maybe the paper is accepted but need to do some, you know, the author want to update some based on the recommendation from the reviewer. Okay, or they need to do some formatting. Okay, and then they will resubmit as a final manuscript. Okay, so final manuscript, so the paper must be accepted or published. Okay, and then okay, there are author instructions. So we can put instruction for authors. So for your final manuscript, it must be converted to PDF format using the PDF Express, or okay, you can give the instructions how to. So basically, the final manuscript is the camera ready manuscripts. Okay, so the one that we will submit to the publisher. Okay, so we want it to be properly formatted. Okay, according to the requirement from the publisher. Okay, and then manuscript can be uploaded after reviews. Okay, and okay, here we only set the file format PDF. Okay, only PDF is allowed for the final manuscript. Okay, or if you're a publisher, like if you are submitting to a journal, some journals, they want it to be in Word so that they can edit. Okay, so you can set it here, whether you want a PDF or you want words, or you need in other formats, you can set it here. Okay, so for IEEE conference, we need to send the IEEE copyright. Okay, so here to submit the final manuscript, the authors must submit the IEEE copyright. So if there is no IEEE copyright found, the authors cannot submit the final manuscripts. Okay, so this is important so that you know, usually the authors, after they present the papers, they just leave it there. Okay, if we don't check the copyright before the conference, you know, it's really hard to get the e-copyright or get in touch with the authors, okay, to ask them to do the copyrights. Okay, so that's why if you want to submit the final paper, we set the conditions that you need to complete the IEEE copyright first. Okay, here the word count is not checked. Okay, if there is no limitations on the word count, so we don't need to check. Okay, if you need to have some limitations, maybe you can set it here. And the file must be between 0 to 6 pages. Okay, so for this conference, we set it to be 0 to 6 pages. Or if you allow more, you can set it here. Okay, and then the PDF version must be at least 1.4. Okay, so this is the paper margins. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so this PDF issues. Okay, we say if your paper have fonts not embedded, okay, or there is a stamp on your PDF file with a copyright or headers, okay, or if it's not certified by PDF Express and so on, okay, we cannot upload the final manuscript. Okay, so you can set conditions. Okay, so you want to have a good final manuscript. Okay, so you set this these conditions. Okay, if not, in the end, the publication committee need to edit the papers and so on if you don't set these conditions. Okay, so let the authors do check their papers carefully. Okay, to make sure that there is no error or there is no warning. Okay, on the papers. Okay, and then the presentations. Okay, we can set the presentation as well for the track. Okay, usually on the day to okay, to manage the conference sessions efficiently, maybe we require the PowerPoint presentation to be submitted before the conference, okay, so that we can set up the sessions earlier. Okay, so we can ask them to send in the presentations, like the file format. We can accept the PDF or PowerPoint or any other format. Okay, and then and so on, is the same thing. Okay, and then stamp for attendee proceeding. Okay, the file. Okay, so this is the setting for this track in the proceeding. Okay, the file is viewable by authors, chairs, session chairs, track chair, and registered with the access key. Okay, so the paper for this track, we want to set it up, or the who can view the file. Okay, so on the day, maybe you want to have e-proceeding, so you can give a link, okay, to the file. Okay, and so this is the settings. Okay, so who can see the file? Yes. Any question?
Hello, Dr. Idora.
Yeah.
Can I ask for the IEE PDF Express? Do we have to set up anything for the particular parts?
PDF Express. Yes, we need to register for PDF Express. So that one we need to go to the IEEE, the PDF Express, and basically register with them. Okay, and then we can set up. There is a link to, or you can just search on the PDF Express. Okay, that's not on EDAS. Okay, but you know, after the PDF Express, usually the papers, they have some information. So when we upload, whether EDAS can detect whether this is a PDF Express certified or not.
Okay. Well, because previously you show one file which have a IE PDF Express, is it?
This one. Okay, this one. The file must be certified by PDF Express.
Oh, so this one is outside from this EDAS lah.
Yeah. So basically, we set up PDF Express with IEEE. Okay, so we upload the paper, go to the PDF Express, and then they give you the PDF Express certified file, right? So that file we upload to EDAS. Then EDAS have the information that this paper certified by PDF Express. You can detect that. Okay, maybe they have some meta informations on the file.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, so you can add more tracks. Okay, so there are several tracks here, and you can add more track. And if you do any configurations and you want to copy to all tracks, so make sure you tick the button copy the changes to all tracks. Okay, so that you don't need to change one by one. Okay, for example, the deadlines. Okay, register paper. So you need to set the deadline. Okay, submission from where, and then this is the deadline. Okay, so for example, I put it the deadline in 30th May, 31st May. Okay, and then we can copy. Okay, changes only or all the settings. Okay, maybe only the dates. Okay, so changes only. So change track submissions. Okay, so we will change all for all tracks. Okay, so if you look at the tracks here. Okay, so the deadline has been set to 31st May. Okay, so from March 25th March to 31st May. Okay. Okay. If you want to change this, the final manuscript, maybe later, like 31st August. Okay, so you want to copy to all tracks. Okay, so the final manuscript deadline 31st August. Okay, so the presentations same. Okay, so the numbers in this is actually the numbers of pages. Okay, 6 is like 6 pages. Okay. Yes. It's not here. Okay. And presentation, no limits, meaning you can have several pages. Okay, and so on. Okay, so that's how you set the track. Okay, any any questions on that? Okay,
I think there's no question at this moment, Dr. Idora. Perhaps we can continue. If they have any question, they can just ask lah.
all right. Okay, so we have defined the submission tracks and the deadlines. Okay, so this next we want to configure the review. Okay, so check the review parameter. Okay. Sorry. So for this, the menu is reviews configure. Okay. So we go back here. Okay, so we go to the review menu and then configure. Okay, of course, we have a lot of menus. Okay, you can explore, but to set up, we use configure. Okay, so here we want to configure how the papers will be reviewed. Okay, the review form. Okay, and you want to the review assignment, like how you want to assign the reviews, the conflict, whether you want to set the conflict of interest, like if the a person the papers have the same from the same institutions, maybe you cannot have the same reviewer from the same institution. And then the TPC members. Okay. And then the role. Okay. So these are the TPC members. Okay, I will go into details about the TPC members after this. Okay, so now we focus on the review. Okay, how to set a review form. Okay. So review type, the following review types form define review. You can add more review types. Okay. So one TPC member can provide maximum of 10 reviews. Okay. Or you can set how many review a TPC member can review. Okay. And then okay. The important things is here, who can see and do what. Okay. So this is actually, you want to decide whether the reviews is a double blind, okay, or a single blind, or whether you want to follow a single level or 2-level review structure. Okay. So, okay, you know that single blind meaning that the reviewer can see the author's names. Okay, but the authors doesn't know who is the reviewer. Okay, double blind means both a reviewer and authors don't know each other's names. Okay, here. Okay, change review access setting. Author names are hidden when showing paper, but can revert to chairs when not double blind. Okay, so you can tick here. Okay, if it's double blind, tick. If it's a single blind, you untick. Okay, reviews will only be shown if at least one of the review question is configured to be visible to the group. Okay, so you need to set the review questions. Next, reviewers are notified when a new review manuscript is uploaded. Okay, so if the author re-upload the review manuscript, so the reviewer will get the notifications. Okay, so this is how to set the review, whether it's a single blind or double blind. Okay, we go back to review, configure. Okay, so this I think is pretty standards. Okay, conflict. Okay, you can see. Okay, so you can set the conflict configurations. Okay, author can specify non-preferred reviewers. Okay, or conflict of interest specified by authors, prevent review assignments and viewing. Okay, then the conflict lah, you want to set same name, same email domain. Okay, maybe if the authors has at uitm.edu.my, maybe, and the reviewer cannot have the same domain. Okay, if they have, they will be COI. Okay, has co-authored other paper listed in EDAS. So EDAS have your records, like your previous papers that submitted to EDAS. Okay, who has been your co-authors? So your co-authors cannot be the reviewer of your next paper. Okay, you can set this up whether you want it to be COI or not. Okay, same institution by name or manually chosen. Okay. So the TPC members, okay, I will go into details on this later. Okay, roles. Okay, topic of interest. This is for TPC. Okay, review form and deadlines. Okay, so the review form, deadlines, review load can be customized. Okay, so we can set this review form. Okay, so you can go to review form from this configure, or you can also go here from review form. Yeah, there's a review form here. Okay, you can you will arrive at the same page as well. Okay, so you can add more review types or inherit review types. Okay, not the review themselves. It's just you can inherit the form from the previous conference. Okay. So this review is a regular review, not a meta review. Review can be assigned to papers that are active, has manuscript. Okay, review due. Okay, so you can set the due date for the review. Okay, you see. Here there is a pencil here, so meaning that you can edit this review form. Okay, the review type. Okay, so we can only review the active, has manuscript status. Okay, and then initial review state is assigned, numbers of reviews allowed for each paper. Okay, so you can set this parameter here. Okay, who can assign the review? The chair can assign. Okay, who can write the review? The non-TPC reviewer, chairs, okay, and so on. Okay, that is the review type. Review quality rating is not enabled. So for this conference, we don't enable this, but if you require, then you can set it here. Okay. You can change the email template. Okay, I will go to email template later. Okay, review chairs, author. Okay. So here you can set the review form. Okay. So this review form is inherit from the previous conference. Okay, so you can, for example, you want to add a numerical score. Okay. Okay, so you can put short labels like this is on the presentations, or this is on the structure, or want to go to the abstract. Okay, so what is the prompt of the questions? Okay, so you can set the prompt for the questions, explanation. Okay. Choices, what are the choices? Okay, if you want to put like numeric values, you want to rate it in numbers, like 5 is the best, 0 is the worst. Okay, so you can put, okay, whether it's 1 to 3 or 0 to 5, so on. Okay, so this is the add. Okay, maybe we look at the element that we already have. Review form. Okay, so for example, the first one, relevance and timeliness. Okay, so this is the prompt. Rate the importance of the timeliness of the topic addressed in the paper within its area of research. Okay, so this is the selections for, this is the score. Okay, we have 1, none, 5, excellent, and this is the weight. Okay, the weight, how important it is. Okay, so if you look here on relevance and timeliness, okay. So this is the label, relevance and timeliness. This is the prompt. Okay, rate the importance and blah, blah. And then this is the choices. Okay, 5 excellent, 4 good, 3 acceptable, 2 little, 1 none. Okay, so display format. Okay, you can display numeric score, text, or both text and numeric score. And then the weight for scoring. Okay, between 0 and 1. Okay, and then there is a multiplier. Okay, multiply with if you want to set. Then who can see this? Okay, there's the author, chair, and the track chair. Okay, and this is for which track? Okay, if you want to specific track, you can tick here, but for all track, you just leave it blank. Okay, and then you can update. Okay, so this is how you create an element for in the review form. Okay, so here, for example, in this conference, we have several elements. Okay, so this is a score. Okay, and this is comments. Okay, when we want to ask for comments, like strong aspects. Okay, short label, strong aspect, comment to the authors, what are strong aspects of the paper. Okay, so it's just like that. We don't have the scores. Okay. You can also delete if this is not relevant. Okay, recommended changes, comment to the TPC. Okay, the weak aspect and the reviewer independency. Okay, so this is like a disclaimer or okay. Okay, so that is on the review form. All right. Okay, if there's no questions, I will continue. Okay, so this is the review form. And next is customize email templates. Okay, this is still in the phase of setting up a conference, the basic lah, a conference in EDAS. Okay, next we set the customized email templates. Okay, so this is in the conference email, web, and visa letter template. Okay, so usually you always receive emails from EDAS. Basically, that email is generated by the templates. Okay, so we can set the templates. So you go to conference. Yeah, you have email, web, visa, letter templates. Okay, so you can go here, or you can also go to configure. Okay, emails right here. Oh, sorry, this is the emails. Oh, no. So conference, email, web, visa, templates. Okay. So the templates are used for sending conference-specific emails, okay, and to create conference web page. Okay, you can copy templates, okay, copy from the other conference, okay, and change the CC list for all templates. Okay, so this is the you can see this is if it's green, it means that the template has been defined. Okay, if it's this blue, it means that it's a default EDAS templates. Okay, or if it's strike through, means that the template not defined, so no message will not be sent. Okay, template is empty, there's no text. Okay, and use generic templates. Okay. So there are many templates here. Okay, in general, we have a template for new user. Okay, so this is the email template. Dear, full name. Okay, so this is the EDAS from EDAS lah. Okay, and of course you can edit. Maybe to you have your own formats. Okay, so you can edit. You can use these variables. Okay, for example, you want to put it the name of the person, okay, you want to send. Okay, so you just call the full name. Okay. Of course, you can use the HTML or the Markdown for the format. Okay, so you can see, for example, dear full name. Okay, so it will get the full name from the users. Okay, user list. Okay, and then affiliation, countries, emails, so on. Okay. I think the important template maybe in okay, email to authors. Okay, you can set all this. It is basically currently all use default. Okay, let me see if template has been defined. Okay, like for example, here in reviews, okay, we have defined one template. The green one means that we define, not using the default. Okay. Okay, review assigned to paper. Okay, so okay, when we assign a reviewer for a paper, okay, so basically we will send them an email. Okay, I mean, EDAS will automatically send emails to the reviewer. Okay, so this is the template that we have set up. Okay, so dear, take the title, given name and the surname, the paper title, okay, abstract, review. Okay, so this wordings is from us. Okay, kindly indicate the choice no later than 3 days. Okay, so maybe we want to fix it to 3 days. Okay, and then you can find the review assignment at home. using EDAS username, and we get the email, and then thanks again, chairs. Okay. Okay, so we can copy the message to who? To all the chairs, to the track chairs, group leader, conference CC. We can define, okay, who will receive the copy of the message, okay, or BCC. We can whether send a CC or BCC. Okay. You can copy from a standard EDAS template or from the previous conference. Okay. So these are the variables, and these are the parameters for these variables. Okay, so you can use these variables so that you don't need to, hard coded all these informations. Okay. For if we inherit, we must to check this template. So maybe the previous conference, they write it down like, okay, the name of the chairs here, okay, instead of using these variables. Okay, so maybe you will be sending the email with the name of the previous chairs. So make sure you just use the variables rather than writing down the name of the chairs of the conference. Okay, so use variables, it's better. Okay. So paper review decisions, okay, if it's accepted, okay, the email will looks like this. Okay, dear, congratulations, your paper has been accepted. Okay, to the session title, session notifications on. Okay, so this is the how it looks like. Okay. If there is a session defined, okay, for this conference, there's no session defined yet, so there's no session name. Okay. And then the review. Okay, since there is no review of the papers, okay, if there is a review, we will have the review down here. Okay. Okay, so this is the chair, name chairs. Okay, you can edit here, like who is the chair, generic name, name of the conference, and so on. Okay. Okay. That's all on the email templates. Okay, so basically you can check all the tabs. Okay, there's there's a lot of emails sent from EDAS. So make sure that that the template is good to go. Okay, not inherit the informations from the previous conference. Okay, like the dates, the links. Okay, sometimes when we inherit, the link is link from the previous conference. Okay, so maybe we need to change that. Okay, so just to make sure. Okay, that's on the setting up the conference in EDAS. Okay, so the next TPC role is to invite the TPC members. Okay, so basically, who is the TPC members? Okay, there are 4 levels of privilege. Okay, so we can have a TPC chairs, track chair, group leader, and the TPC members. Okay, so basically this is the names in EDAS. Okay, it's fixed by EDAS. Okay, so maybe the TPC chairs in EDAS, in our conference, we have a lot of chairs as well. We have publication chairs, tutorial chairs, program chairs, and so on. If we want to give them access to manage or configure the conference, we need to give them the TPC chairs access. Okay. So you will have several TPC chairs in the EDAS now. Okay. So TPC chairs can manage and configure conferences. Okay, can inspect the paper, can assign reviewers, can change paper status, notify authors, invite TPC. So basically, there's a all access pass for TPC chairs. Okay. So the person who set up the conference, the TPC chair, they can add more TPC chairs. So maybe of course dia punya the committee members, okay, can be added as TPC chairs. Okay, and then we also have a track chair. Track chair is only for specific track. Okay, some conferences have track chairs, some conferences they don't have track chair. I mean, if you only have a small conference, you might not need a track chair. But if you have a big conference, like one track can have like more than 50 papers, maybe you need a track chair to handle the track. Okay, so track chair can inspect paper, assign reviewers within the track, for papers within the track. It can change paper status, okay? And then, but it cannot notify authors or invite TPC members. Okay, basically the access you can set as well. Okay, but this is the default set by EDAS. And then you have a group leader. So group leader is, it's almost similar like a track chair. Okay, but there is a group. Maybe if it's a big conference, they have a group leader. Okay, and then finally we have a TPC members. Okay, so TPC members is this is not the organizing committee, but this is specific to technical program. Okay, we want help from these TPC members, okay, to assign reviews. Okay, so we can appoint some TPC members. So TPC members can inspect papers and also can assign reviewers. Okay, so usually my experience, I only use TPC chairs and TPC members. Okay, so you can set this up at the TPC at, okay. Go to TPC. Okay, you can add. Okay, you can add individually. Okay, you can add the TPC members. Okay, what is the role? Okay, you can add using their names or their email address or their EDAS ID. And then you want to add them as chair or group leader, TPC members, reviewers, or track chair. Okay, so you can send notification, ask them whether they are agree to serve or not, or you know that they are willing. Okay, maybe we don't need to send the confirmations. Okay, we can just tick here has already accepted. So we add the person to the TPC members. Okay, so you can add individually or you can add in bulk. Okay. You can add several email address here. Okay, what is the role as a reviewer, chair, or the track chair? Okay, and this is the status. Okay, chosen but not yet notified, will be notified or accepted. Okay, you can put the status here. Okay, add members. Okay, you can also import from the spreadsheets. Okay, so in the spreadsheet, you need to have these columns. Okay, the one with a star is mandatory. Okay, so maybe you have a spreadsheet with an email address, the title, given name, surname. Okay, then you can upload the file and you can add them to your TPC list. Okay. Inherit from another conference. Okay, invite authors. You can also invite the authors, okay, to become reviewers. Okay. So you can add authors, reviewers. So whoever send the papers, okay, they can also be offered to be reviewer. Okay. Maybe you want to set only authors that papers are accepted, or even papers, review papers, okay, or anything. You can set it here. Okay, so you can send invite to authors to become reviewers. Maybe not the TPC members. Usually TPC members, we know their background, like they are credible. Okay, so we can add them as a TPC members, but authors, usually we just assign them as a reviewer. Okay. And then invite by interest. Okay, we can use EDAS database. Okay, to invite them as the reviewer as well. Okay. So how many we want? Like 100, 200. Okay, so the EDAS will find, because in the conference, when we set up the conference, we will say what is the field of the conference. Okay, so if a person, okay, they have the same interests with our conference, maybe EDAS can invite them randomly, okay, to become a reviewer. Okay, so you can add them to your TPC list. Okay, so this is at TPC. Okay, you can also add the TPC members here. Okay, in the conference configure chairs and staff. Okay, chairs and staff. Okay, there's another menu. Conference configure chairs and staff. Okay, so you can also add chairs. Okay, chairs, the TPC members. Here. Okay, name, what is the role, and so on. Okay, and here you can set, okay, CC. Okay, so if you become a chair, normally you by default you will be CC'd to all the emails. Whenever people submit the papers, whenever there is a review received, so there's a lot of emails. So maybe you don't want it to receive too much email, so you can remove the CC. Okay, you can edit. Okay, the status active. Okay, copy on email message such as review, assignment, discussion message, and so on. Okay, because there's too much email, so maybe you can untick this. Okay. Okay, so yeah, of course you can add, and then staff, if there is a staff with a specific roles. Okay, usually for a small conference we don't need to add staff. Okay, for example, this is non-TPC role as a travel grant jury. Okay, maybe you have a travel grant set up in this conference and you want to invite a reviewer or a jury to evaluate the travel grant applications. So you can add them here. Okay, or publications and registration chairs. Okay, usually like our conference, the publication chairs just be the chairs. Okay, not this non-TPC. Okay. So yeah. So this is all. Oh, you can also okay. You can also see the people in the conference. Okay. create, find stuff, committee list. Okay, all of this here. You can list the TPC. Okay. So basically this menu is only on the TPC. So you can see the TPC review status. Okay, you can see in web page, CSV or Excel. Okay, for example, web page. Okay, so this is not. So maybe I will use the ones in the previous conference. Okay, so this is MSCC 23. Okay, you can see the list. Okay, so this is the list of the TPC. Okay, so how many chairs? Okay, 8 chairs. Okay, has been accepted. How many group leader? How many TPC members? That is invited, not yet responded, accepted. Okay, declined to serve. Okay, reviewer, invited, accepted. Okay, how many? Okay. If it's not notified, maybe you want to notify them. You can click. And then will be notified. So we click here. Okay, so this is just the numbers. Okay, so numbers, how many people has been invited or accepted. Okay, and the status basically. Okay, and other on TPC. You can send emails. Okay, you can call for meeting if needed. Okay, so this is notify TPCs. This has ended. So okay, so basically, whatever on TPC reviewer or TPC members or the chairs, okay, you can configure it here, or you can see the list, the status from this menu. Okay. All right. Next, if we want to set the roles for these TPCs, okay, so we go to conference, configure. Okay, roles and permissions. Okay, so we have in our conference, there are several roles. Okay, there are authors, chair, group leader. Okay, I think this is default, by default. Okay, and of course, you can add custom roles. Okay, so for chairs, okay, you have permissions to change paper categories and so on. Okay, there's a lot of permissions. I can all access to this platform. Okay, as an author, you can set it. You can upload manuscript before the deadline. So if you want to give authors to upload manuscript after deadline, you can configure it here. Okay, but usually only chairs can upload papers after the deadline. Okay, view session informations, authors can view and read reviews. Okay, view review attachment, so on. Okay. So for track chairs and session chairs, okay, there's permission for them. Okay, reviewer permissions. Okay, reviewer can see paper informations. Okay, and then can read, contribute to review discussions if there is a discussions. Okay, so only 2. Like the TPC members. Okay, so for TPC members, it can see paper informations and read rebuttal, contribute to discussions. Okay. Okay, so you can add the permission for them. Okay, so you can configure it in configure roles and permissions. Okay. Okay, so that is on TPC members or staff or chairs or roles. Okay, that we set up in this conference. Okay. If there is no questions. Again, I will continue to the third role of the TPC chairs is managing the review process. Okay, so the authors, okay, when we open the paper registrations, the authors can submit the paper, okay, or register the paper first and then upload their review manuscripts. Okay, and we as the TPC chairs can assign reviewers. Okay, so the menu here is reviews assign. Okay, so we go to review assign. Okay, so you can assign review manually to the TPC member. Of course, we can assign review manually or automatically. Okay. So list paper and assign by paper or assign review to all TPC members or all the session chairs. Okay. So if we can assign the reviews here. Okay, so we can pick reviewer from the TPC. Okay, we have a list of TPC members. Okay, so for example, okay, no track. Okay, we can assign to the matching interests or to all reviewer. Okay. The next, we can also assign by listing all the papers and do it manually. Okay, so we go to paper list. Okay. Paper list, we goes to paper, show all papers. Okay, so we don't have a review manuscript. So for example, we just say accepted. Okay, because this is the past conference, all papers have been accepted, either accepted, rejected, withdrawn, or pending, but there is no review manuscripts. Okay, for example, we show all papers. Okay, we have a list of all papers here. Okay, all papers. Okay, for example, this one. Okay, all papers list. And then we can go to the specific papers page, okay, by clicking the link to the paper. Okay, so this is a page of specific papers, okay, submitted papers, okay, the authors, okay, and you can add the reviewer. Suppose in the review sections there are plus buttons, okay, and then you can add a reviewer there, okay. But since we don't have, I don't have the pending manuscript, so I don't have the review manuscript, so there is no options to add reviewer. Okay, so basically you can go to the specific paper page, okay, and then you can add review. Okay, so while we are at this page, okay, maybe I can explain a little bit on this specific paper page, okay. So each paper registered will have their own page, okay. They have their own link, unique link. They have the numbers, the unique numbers, okay. So for this paper, this is the authors, okay. Of course, the author of the paper or the submitter, they will put in their details, or we can also add the author manually. Okay, so this is add author. This is if you want to send emails to the author, okay. And I'm not sure what is this, but okay. And then this is the paper title. Yeah, of course, as a chair, you can also edit the paper title. Okay, maybe the person, the authors register the title different from the, maybe there is error, okay, spelling mistakes or grammar error, or maybe the name is not the same as the paper, so you can edit the paper title here. Okay, this is the track. Of course, you can also change the track of the papers. Maybe if the author submit in this track, green communications, but you see that this track is not suitable for this paper, you can change it to other track. So you just click the link and change the paper track. Okay, this is the abstract, keyword, similarity. Okay, so since we set similarity checking, okay, by using authenticate, so we can see there's a similarity. Okay, and we can also check similarity with other papers submitted. Okay, and if we have a notes, we can put notes here. Okay, approval certified means that the paper is certified by the PDF Express. Okay, this is your role. You as a chair of the conference, CPC members, and so on. Okay, this is status of the paper. Okay, so you first the status is active or have manuscripts. Okay, and then after the review, you can change the status here. Okay, you can click here, and then the papers is accepted or okay, you can change whether it's rejected, published, withdrawn, anything. Okay. We go back to the paper page. Okay, but when you changed it, sometimes the author doesn't know. Okay, you can send them the notifications. Okay, send an email to notify the paper decisions. Okay, and this is the copyright. Okay, so the copyright submitted. Okay, registrations, the registration informations, meaning that this author has registered and paid. Okay, visa letter, if they require visa letter, okay, they can request. Okay, presented. So here we can add the paper to which sessions. Okay, of course, later I will show you how to set the sessions. Okay, so we can put this paper in the session 5, chat by. Of course, we assign the sessions to which, to whom, to be the chair. Okay, and where, what time. Okay, and the durations of the presentations. Okay, and then we can also say the proceeding will appear in the paper will appear in the proceedings and also in the GP Explore. Okay, submitted or published in GP Explore. Okay, so this is the status of the paper. Okay, the paper has been stamped. Okay, this is review manuscript, final manuscript. Okay, stamp paper. Stamp paper is done by the publication chair. Okay, I will show you later. And this is the presentations. I mean, if you require the author to submit the presentation, so it to be here. Or you as a chair, you can also upload the presentation. Maybe they gave it to you offline, and then you can upload it here. Okay, so this is the reviewer. Okay, there's the review. Okay. So on. All right. Okay, so we were at assigning the reviewer manually. Review, assign. Okay. And we can also assign review to all TPC members and or all session chairs. Okay. And then, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just need to take a call from my boss.
Okay, sure, Idora. Maybe we can have a break of few minutes, then come back. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, please continue, Idora.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So now we want to assign reviewers to papers. Okay. Okay. Here, we can assign papers from which track, or we can send to from all tracks. Okay. Assign by. Okay, these are the TPC members by whom. Okay, so for example, this is from me. Okay. And then you can set whether the assignment count delegated reviews, whether you want to count the delegated reviews in competing reviewers load, because TPC members, you can delegate the review. I mean, if you receive a review, but you cannot review the paper, you can delegate to other person. Okay, so whether you want to count it to the load or not. Okay, and test assignment, but don't actually assign review. So basically, we just want to test the assignments, how the EDAS, okay, the EDAS assign this to papers, assign the people to the papers. Okay, then show progress. Okay, you want to see the assignment, you want to see the review candidates or review loads and candidates. Okay, and so on. Okay, so you can test this. Okay, maybe before you assign, you want just to test. Okay, you want to see this paper who is the reviewer. So you can test first, and then if you agree with the assigned, and then you can send a notification to the reviewer. Or if you don't agree, then maybe you can delete the reviewer from the papers and then assign other people. Okay. So since this is not a review paper, we don't have any review paper, so I cannot try this. But you can try by yourself. Okay. So this is assigned reviewers by claims and interests. Okay. So by using this, you will get many reviewer. I mean, EDAS will assign to all EDAS users, okay, that have the same interests as your conference. Okay, so you can try this. All right, so next, after you assign, you need to notify the reviewer. Okay. So assign, the reviewer does not know yet there has been assigned, so you need to notify the reviewer. Okay, so if you assign, you will have some numbers here, like review assigned but not yet notified. Okay, here decline reviewer completed, so on. Okay, and we can send emails. Okay, we can send emails to notify the reviewer. So you just click here, notify reviewer by email. Okay, since we don't have any not yet notified, so there's no emails will be sent out now. Okay, resend notification only assigned and notified, not confirmed, declined or completed. Okay. Right, so there's a log here, like how many emails we have been we sent. Okay. So on. Okay. So after receiving the email assignments, let's see. Okay, notify reviewer. After receiving the assignment emails, reviewer then either accept or decline the review. So if a reviewer does not confirm the review, he or she is reminded automatically after 3 days. Okay, so we will keep sending them emails to respond whether they want to accept or they want to decline. Okay. So if they accept, reviewers will fill out reviews online. Okay, usually in the emails there is a link. Okay, that they can go straight to the paper page. Okay, where they can do their review, or they can also log in into EDAS and then in the My Reviews tab. Okay, so reviewers are reminded by email as reviews becomes due. Okay. So as a reviewer, okay, we will the reviewer can see their assigned review in My reviews. Okay, in my review. So you have the several papers that you need to review. Okay, so you can see which papers, and then you add your review. Okay, and then okay, so that's on assigning review. Okay, so after review, we want to send the acceptance or rejections. Okay. Okay, paper acceptance. Okay, we can send in one sitting. There are two options to send the paper acceptance in one sitting, okay, or one by one in the paper page. Okay, so in one sitting means in one go. Okay, you have all the papers has been reviewed, so at least 2 reviewers, or you said 3 reviews needed. Okay, and then we can make a decisions, okay, in the reviews, accept, reject papers. Okay. Reviews, accept, reject papers. Okay, so you can change the paper status based on score. Okay, so for this, you need to, all the papers need to be reviewed. Okay. So you can set the paper score must be greater or equals than what is the score that you require. So probably you want need to be score like 30 and above. Okay, so you put like 30. Okay, or less or equals to any numbers you want to reject. Okay, for example, greater or equals to 30, you want to accept. So you put here like, for example, 30 marks and then accept. Okay, so all the papers with marks 30 equals to 30 or greater will be changed to accepted. Okay, if you want to reject, maybe paper score less than 29 or equal to 29, you want to reject, so you put reject. Okay, so only these two for accept or reject. Okay, and then you change the status. So the paper status will be changed from active, have manuscript, to accepted or rejected. Okay, so this is in one settings. Okay, so you just set the score. So EDAS will do the rest. Will change the paper status. Okay, but of course this is the usually the author, they don't know yet, so you need to notify them. Okay, separately. Okay, so you need to go to the paper page and then notify the decisions. Okay, or you can also change the status one by one in the paper page, like I showed before, like in paper, like show all paper. Okay, so for example, this paper. Okay, you can manually look at the score, or you want to calculate, or basically paper details, the review you can also download in Excel. Okay, like paper list and export, change status. Okay, you can list all papers, okay, in Excel, or you want to see the review. Okay, the name, maybe not name of reviewer. Okay, the score, and numbers of completed reviews, numbers of assigned reviews. Okay. You can put it in Excel or in web page, you can list the papers. So basically, you can see the details here as well. Okay, like what is the score? Okay. So the average score is what? 2.83, 3.6. Okay, this is the span. Okay, so okay. Okay, so you want to do the decisions. For example, okay, you see that this is 4 and above. Okay, the score average 4 and above. So you want to accept, you change the status here. Okay, maybe before it's active, has manuscript, change to accepted. Okay, and then you send emails notification. Okay, notify author of paper decisions. Okay. Okay, so that is on the paper decisions. All right. So after the review process, next is to set up the technical sessions. Okay, technical sessions. So to set up the technical sessions, okay, we can create sessions. Okay, sessions, add sessions, and assign papers to sessions. Okay, so to assign paper to session, we need to create the session first. Okay, so we go to the menu, sessions, add sessions. Sessions, add sessions. Okay, so you can add sessions or you can inherit. Okay, maybe okay, this conference MICC 23 is inherited by MICC 21. So maybe there is already some sessions. Okay, okay, you can list the sessions. Okay, so these are all the sessions. Okay, so from here you can also add sessions at the bottom here. Okay, so this session is inherited, or this is a MICC 23 sessions. Okay, so you can add one by one all the events that happening on the conference, during the conference. Okay, you can set the coffee break, what time. Okay, there's no papers. Okay, where, and then if there is a chair or not. Okay, so these are all the coffee breaks. And then this is a conference dinner. Okay, when and where. Okay, this is the industry forum. Okay, so sessions, keynote. Okay, you can set this. Okay, so for example, for the keynotes, you can add session for keynotes. Okay, who is the speakers? Detail the abstracts of the keynote. Okay, this is applicable for all tracks, so all the authors from the other tracks can see this. Okay, where's the rooms? Okay, you can set rooms. Okay, and then include in the summary table, session detail. You can include these informations in the web page and attendee proceedings. Okay, date and time. Okay, and then you can set if there is a session chairs or not. Okay, and then you can change the sessions. Okay. Okay, and then for okay, that is the keynote session. You can add the lunch break. Okay, so this is the technical sessions. Okay, so we can set the technical sessions. Okay, the date and time, where, summary, and we can also add the chairs. Okay, here we have assigned papers in the sessions. Okay, let's see what's in there. Okay, So this is the sessions information. Okay, where's the sessions? Okay, and then we go back. Okay, you can add assign papers to sessions. Okay, it's here. Okay, this arrow, assign paper to sessions. Okay, so you can write down the numbers or the paper title in this box, okay, to assign the papers. Okay, you can assign the paper. You go to the paper page and then assign sessions. Okay, either way is fine. Okay, after we assign the paper, there's a paper list here. For example, here we have 5 papers assigned to this session. Okay, so this is the name of the authors and the paper. We have a link to the papers as well. Okay. Okay, so that is the sessions, assign papers to sessions. Okay, so any questions? No, okay, I will continue. Okay, this is the list of sessions that we have added. Okay, and then next, publication chair. So basically, there's a lot of things, the TPC chairs. I mean, if you take the role of TPC chairs, of course, there's a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things that you need to do on EDAS. Okay, this is only, I think, a basic, but it does have a lots of features and menus that you can explore. Okay. And then for publication chairs, okay, in EDAS, what you need to do is you need to configure the e-copyright form. This is especially for IEEE conferences, okay. And then you can check manuscript for the format, okay, format of the papers. Make sure it comply with the publisher, okay, with the IEEE templates. And then you prepare the papers for proceedings. Okay, you need to stamp the final manuscript and download all the papers. Okay, because you need all the papers, the stamp papers, you need to send it to IEEE Explore. And then publication chairs also can configure web page and proceedings. Okay, this depends. Sometimes conference, they have other chairs that do the web page and proceedings, but publication chair can do, or other chairs can do this as well. And then additionally, I think I find this very helpful, that we can automatically generate certificates for presenters, authors, reviewers, session chairs, and attendees. Okay. So to configure the e-copyright form, so basically when we set up the conference, okay, we put the conference name. Okay, by doing so, we already set up the e-copyright forms. Okay, so for example, after we configure, then we can test the ECF. Okay, let me show you. For example, this conference. Okay, so this is a past conference. Okay, here we already set the conference number. Okay. Okay, and then we check the copyright. Okay, so the copyright, author can submit the copyright release via ECF, IEEE ECF, with the copyright code. This copyright code has been set up. Okay, and we can test. Okay, so we can test the ECF, I think, and then we will go to the IEEE ECF page. Okay, so that this actually the papers has been published, so this is not valid anymore. Okay, but you can test because sometimes authors say that they cannot do the copyrights or anything, but so you can check whether your link is correct or not. Okay, for the ECF. Okay, so and next, you want to check the manuscript. Okay, so to check the manuscript, if there are any problems and you want to remind authors, you can use the menu, papers, check and remind. Okay. Papers, check and remind. Or maybe you just want to check. You don't want to remind, you can also just papers, check manuscript. On the final manuscript, or you want to check the review manuscripts? Okay. So the basically, okay. If it has problems, it will give you the description here. Okay. So papers, check and remind. Okay. So here, so that there's problems. Okay, missing buyers, or maybe some things that are not required. We can ignore that. Okay, presentation missing. If there is any problem, it will show here. And also, what parameters you want to check. Okay, whether you want to see if there is no author listed, there's manuscript problems. Okay, and if the authors, you want to check if the authors are banned from submitting papers. Okay, copyright missing or all. Okay. So what you want to do, you want to list the papers, or you want to send emails, or you want to withdraw. Okay, so it depends. Okay. So you can see. Let's see, let's check. So if we want to see if there is a manuscript problem. So there is no manuscript problem. Okay, if there is a manuscript problem, here there is a list of the papers with the problems. Okay. Right, so that is to check. Of course, you can also check manually, go to the paper page, and then you can open the file and check manually. Okay, and next. Preparing the papers for proceeding. Okay, first we to prepare papers for proceeding, we need to stamp the final manuscript. Okay, and then download the paper. Okay, so for this we go to papers. Okay, stamp or page number. Okay. Right. So how you want to stamp? This is depends on the publisher. Okay. So IEEE, they have their instructions like what you need to stamp on the paper. Okay. Okay, at the top center on every page, we have a name, location, and dates. Okay, and then okay, where we want to include this in the attendee proceeding in the explore. Okay, and the bottom left, or we have the ISBN number, the year. This format is from IGPE. Okay. So where you want to stamp in the final manuscript and then stamp paper. So basically all the final manuscript, okay, will automatically stamp. Okay. And if you look at the paper page, like so in the paper page, there is one more. Okay, for example, this paper. It's another type of paper. Okay, so this is a stamp for IGP Export. So EDAS will create this another paper file. Okay. So no upload, cannot upload stamp file because this is created by EDAS. Okay. And then you can zip and download the paper. Okay. So you don't need to download manually one by one. Okay, you can download all the stamp papers. Okay, all track. Okay, what you want to add. Okay, usually nothing. Okay, so you zip the papers and download. So you have all the stamp papers files on your computer. Okay, so you can include that in the proceedings that you want to submit to IEEE Explore. Okay, so that's another process, IEEE Explore submissions. Okay. So, okay, that's on the proceeding. So that's not that's on papers for the proceedings. Now we want to configure the proceeding and the web page. Okay, so this is very useful, I think, from EDAS. Okay, you can create a web page. Okay, based on all the informations that you have set, you have configured for your conference. Okay, and whether you want it to be in a web page form or in the proceeding form. Okay, or both. Okay, you can go to a conference. Web page and proceedings. Okay, so you can have a page here. You can add page. Okay, for example, okay, for EDAS, actually, to host a web page in EDAS, there is to make it public, you need to pay, but you can share the link to your authors. Okay, and they can log into EDAS and look at your web page. Okay, for free. Okay, for example, let me just show you this website. This is in the form of a website. Okay. So this is home, welcome, you can add page. This is not the official conference website, okay, for this conference, but this is the websites that we can build using EDAS, okay. Committees, authors, sponsors, because we can just pull all the informations, okay, like these programs, okay, we have created a sessions, okay. So when we call the sessions, okay, to be included in this program, so it's automatically give you this table, okay. See, like these programs, okay. You can edit here. Okay, for program page, Okay, so this is a program menu. Okay, use a page template for format. So this program can be in the web page, in a downloadable zip file for attendees, and in the program booklet. So basically you can create a program booklet from here as well. Okay, program book. Okay, you just call this function program. Okay, so basically we have several functions here. Okay, to show like a welcome message or show the program. So just call this program and then submit. And we have this program. Okay, so it can be, we have a format for a web page. Okay, the booklet and also the proceedings. Okay, so we can see how it looks like in the brochure. Okay, so in the brochure, it's like this. So you can just add, you can download this or you can print in PDF and combine with your program book in the attendees proceeding. Okay. See, it also includes all the abstract. Okay, so this is complete. You don't need to type all this in. Okay, so where is the this happening? Okay, this tutorial by the speakers. This is the venue, the time, the abstracts. Okay, and all the papers as well. Okay, link to the papers is also included. I mean, you can configure this, whether it's a clickable link or not, whether you want to share the papers or not. Okay. So this is very useful features. Okay. And then you can also have a list of committees. Okay. And then the authors, list of authors. Okay. So how you want to put them, like what informations you want a session, start page from where. You can configure this as well. Okay. And sponsors, you can add sponsors. Okay, so we don't have sponsors. Okay, so all of this, the information is from conference configure or these sponsors. Like for example, we have sponsors. We put the names, a type of sponsors name, the URL. If you want to add the logo, so we add the information here. And for this page, okay, we just call the functions as sponsors. So automatically it will display in this page. Okay. So you just conference, yeah. So this menu is very important. So many things that you can set in this menu. Okay, you can set the welcome message from the conference chair. Okay, so you can add the content like welcome message from the general chair. Okay, what is it? And then in the web page and proceeding, you can just add it in here. Just call back the welcome message. Okay, welcome. Okay, so use welcome functions. So, okay, function welcome from the general chair or from the conference, it depends. You can set it. Okay. Okay, so that is on the web page and the proceedings or the program book. Okay. Of course, you can add more page. Okay. Whatever it is you want to show the program, sessions, table of content, topics, and so on. Okay. So next, I want to show you how to automatically generate the certificates for presenters, authors, review sessions. Okay, if we a big conference, we have a lot of people involved, so everybody wants to request a certificate, and it's really hard to do the certificate manually, right? So let's just do this automatically in EDAS. Okay, so the menu is conference certificates. Okay, so conference certificates. Okay, so we can add a certificate. Okay, what type of certificate? Okay, we can create certificate. For example, for paper presenter, for paper author, TPC members, paper reviewers, session chairs, or attendees. Okay. So for example, for paper author, okay, what we want to include in this certificate, what information do we want to pull from EDAS? It's actually the name of the author. Okay. So for paper author, all author or the affiliation, paper title, and so on. Okay, let's say we just take the name of the author. Okay, but this is quite tricky because we need to create a text box. Okay, so let's see for paper presenter. Let's take one here, paper presenter. Okay, so for paper presenter, the text is the name. Okay, name whether it's a paper presenter or any. Okay, so the text box. We need to create a text box in the certificate templates. So for example, I have a template. Do I have a template? Okay, we for templates, basically we the template is at different place. Okay, conference templates. Thinkers. What's the templates? Okay, so basically you need to upload the template first. Okay, but I cannot find where is the. Okay, anyway, sometimes you get lost in EDAS because there's a lot of menus. Okay, basically you need to add the template first. So for example, this is a certificate template. Okay, with you need to create a box here. Okay, where to put the names. Okay, so you need to configure the text box region. Okay, so this is the text box regions. You define the paper width. Okay, for A4, what is the paper width? And then you need to manually or trial and error. Okay, the box here. Okay, what is the size from the vertical and in horizontal? Okay, so in this box you will add the names. Okay. Okay, so like for example, this one, the text box region is Okay, left edge measured from the left, okay, in inches. Okay, so you need to use your ruler, or if you have any other tools. Okay, what is the size? Okay, from the left edge. Okay, size from the left, the right edge measured from left. Okay, so the bottom edge measured from the bottom, and the top edge measured from also from the bottom. Okay, and the type of font that you want to use for the certificates, and then the font size. Okay, so you just update. Okay, and then we can test. We can see how it looks like. Okay, we can test the certificates.
Dr. Idora, while you are searching around, there's one question on the chat box. It says that if we manually create the text box coordinate, can we view the draft before we publish?
For the certificate.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. Here we can test, and then we can download and see how it looks like. Whether
Okay.
the name can fit or not.
Hmm.
Okay. So it's like here. So the template is without the name. So the name is actually from from the EDAS. Okay.
Okay.
So you can test the certificates. Okay. So this certificate will be generated automatically. Okay. If the paper presenter can find the certificate in their page, like in for example, okay, for example, I'm a reviewer. My review. Okay. So so for my review, so I review a paper, so I can find my certificate here for MICC 23. I was a reviewer. So there is a icon here. So you can click on it. So you can download your certificate. So it is for all role. If you are a paper presenter, you can also see the certificate in your profile.
By the way, Dr. Idora, since we have the TPC appointment, everything, can we also have the certificate from EDAS, or we won't be able to see it?
We can set.
I mean that for TPC, right, we are assigned the TPC role, right?
Yeah.
Then can we also have this kind of certificate in EDAS?
Yes, we can have.
Oh, okay.
So we set it in EDAS. Okay, so this is my certificate that I download. Okay, so you just need to configure what kind of certificate you want.
Dr. Idora, if I can ask, when we upload the certificate, will the reviewer or the presenter will have the notifications?
No.
Oh no, so
there's
we
no
mention
notification. Yeah.
Kita kena bagi tahu directly lah dekat mereka.
Yeah, maybe we can they can download from their profile.
So we need to manually told them lah, maksud bagi tahu dah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like last time we published it in our website, right? We told them that okay, you can find your certificates in your profiles. So how to download your certificates? So maybe give them instructions because there's no notifications. Okay, because the icon is so small, sometimes people don't realize that they have the certificates there. Right.
Betul. Okay, Doctor. Thank you.
Okay, so like I said, yes, you can set for whom. Okay, for the paper presenter, like Mr. Karen said, for TPC members. Yeah,
okay.
so we can set lah. paper certificate type for TPC member, and then we set. Okay, so for all. Okay, so make sure like a paper presenter, it must be apa? Kita kena assign lah dekat paper page tu, must have the presenter. Like presented here. Like here is not specified. So we need to, if the presenter wants certificate, they need to put their names in it here. So, and then they will have the, so for example here, and then, you know, they will get the certificate. Okay. So I guess that's all my materials. Okay. If you have any questions, okay, maybe I don't cover all because it's a lot to but you can explore.
Okay, Dr. Idora, there are two main questions. Basically, first thing is that is it possible to share your slide? There's a request from the audience.
Sure. I can share you the slides.
Okay, so we'll arrange that with the perhaps the recording also. Second thing, we would like to know on EDAS blasting. Is it where is it in the EDAS that we can send email to promote?
For the CSP, CFP,
for
right?
CFP, yeah.
Okay. So for the, I forgot about that. I think you can go to emails, the conference, send CFP here.
Oh.
Okay, so the conference has already, okay, let me just check the test one. Okay, so this is the CFP. Okay, so you need to prepare your CFP first, call for conference. Okay, you go to the edit conference email templates. Okay, in the email templates too, you can add. Okay.
Is there any payment, right? There should be some payment, right?
Yeah, I think so. They have some payments. I'm not sure about that.
And how do we select the audience that we want to send?
The audience.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. Okay, but let me see. Conference emails.
Say that like a new conference, right? They don't have any previous attendance, right? So how can they distribute this using EDAS?
I think EDAS will send to all the users that have the same, you know, interest. Okay, to the conference.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Open to the floor if you have any question that you want to ask Dr. Idora. When I mentioned to Dr. Idora, we have 3-hour session. Dr. Idora mentioned that what to say. Right now, we are already gone 2.5 hours, Dr. Idora.
Oh, yeah. There's still a lot, but I think it's too much for Fridays. Okay.
So we open for the floor. Any participant want to ask question, want to make themselves clear? Perhaps you can shoot the question or open your mic and you can verbally ask the question. Anybody?
Maybe when they do the hands-on, then they will have. But I think EDAS is yeah, it's a lot of menus, so you just need to explore by yourself, I think. Yeah. You need to learn by doing. Okay. Anyway, so if there is no questions, I just want to promote our upcoming conference, TenCon. Okay. So
Kota Kinabalu, right?
Yeah, in Kota Kinabalu. So please come, submit papers, and let's go to Kota Kinabalu. We even arrange for a the hiking trip to the mountain. Okay, if
Free ya, Dr.
anybody
Idora?
interested. I think there should be some payments lah, not
Ada
free.
payment.
Okay. Yeah, but all are welcome to submit. Okay.
So for
I
those
think that's
who
all.
doesn't know that Tengkong is actually managed by the section, right? This one
section.
sponsored by it's a section punya apa ni conference, right?
Yeah.
So
Also the
and
IEEE Region 10. So we
and
expect a lot of submissions lah, around 500. Okay. So come and
so
join us.
we welcome everyone to send paper and perhaps go hiking with Dr. Idora during Tengkong
Maybe
later
not
on.
me.
You're
Okay.
not going?
I don't think so. Not fit enough. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
If there's no other further question, I will be on behalf of my ComSoc BTS joint chapter, I would like to thank Dr. Idora for the sharing session and for the experience that she already shared with us. Okay. I would like everyone to fill in the feedback form as already been in the meeting chat. Okay. And lastly, I would really help or need your help to perhaps we take a picture by turning on the cameras. Okay. And then I will take the picture from here. Is it okay? Can everyone turn on their cameras and we take a picture of the group? Can the sharing being off? Turn off the sharing. How do I get more people? Setting. Anybody can see the whole? I cannot see the whole participant. Kita boleh nampak semua tak?
No, in 3 pages.
3 pages Anybody able to see? I think this is on maybe the browser, right? Because I cannot see.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I have the together mode. Let me see.
Can Dr.
Okay.
Idora help to take pictures?
Okay, let me see. Wait, yeah.
Please have to turn on the camera. Everyone. Okay. On you, Dr. Idora, you can count.
Wait. Wait, I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Only 9 turn on.
Oh, yalah. Tak apalah, ambil je lah gambar.
Okay.
Siapa
Alright. Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much to everyone. I hope to see you in the next event. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Bye.